Okay. Okay, so if y'all didn't figure out, the secret special guest is Taylor. And I am so excited that she's doing this for us because ever since I've been doing my Plexus business, Taylor has been super consistent at doing in-person events. She's really good at them. She has really creative ideas and presentation. And like so she's figured this out and it's something I've never done. And I just want to know how she does it. And I know this is something that you guys are wanting to do too. So I thought, what better opportunity than to have her share with us? So thank you, Taylor.
You're welcome. I'm so excited. So hosting Sip and Seas has definitely been a trial and error thing, but they're really fun. It was probably the first time I did one. They're kind of a little scary every time I do it, but they really are so fun and exciting and like one of the best ways to build your belief. So you can click. So, hosting a sip and see, the purpose of a sip and see is just to create connection with people, grow your business in a different component than what you're probably traditionally used to, and then also have fun doing it because it's an opportunity to hang out with other people and visit and just have like a social component, and that's always fun. If I click. Sorry, I didn't know I did all these little extra graphic like movement. Okay, so what a sip and see is. So a sip and see is pretty much this name that is just for an in-person event. And so you can make it look however you want it to look. I've done a few of them that are very different from each other. And so, like, this is a picture of a sip and see kind of like vendor style booth I did. Plexus has kind of regulations on what you can do, but there is it's called JBF, just between friends, and it's like a consignment shop. You can buy hand-me-down clothes for really cheap. And so I have a booth there every year. And this opportunity is like people just come by, I can give them information. They can buy little sample sticks, try the drinks, and that's it. But a sip and see is any type of event where people can sample what products you have. So in our case, the drinks is the easiest. Like you're not going to give a probio capsule to someone to sample, and then have an opportunity for people to see what Plexus is, learn about the products, hear about real results, have testimonies for people, and then also introduce like what the business side of it is and tell people like I'm sharing about it because it does this for me, it does this for my friend and XYZ. And so it's just an opportunity for people to sample, see what Plexus is as both product wise and business wise. And these can be, we've done events on like Facebook and all that stuff. You've probably have been a part of one. And I haven't done one with like an actual sip and see where you like get your samples and everything. Most of those are in person, but you can kind of make it however you want to make it. It's 100% flexible. You can click, and these Amy has all these, and so she can send this to you as well. Like, please share. So why host a sip and see? There are a lot of benefits to hosting a sip and see. The main one is building relationships and trust. I mean, it is scary in a way of like, especially with the kind of world we live in, talking to people face to face and like getting put on that spot of like, ooh, I kind of got to know this, but what a better opportunity to build a relationship with someone, to have like a normal conversation when you're face to face, sitting on the couch, and then they're going to trust you so much more because you're a real person in that aspect. You know, you're not just a text message saying, buy my stuff. um, a great opportunity to try before you buy, especially if you have skeptics that are like, I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. I don't like that. Whatever. Like if you get them there, that's like, hey, there's no loss for you. Like this is completely risk free. I have made cookies for you. I have free food for you. Like just come hang out. You can sacrifice 45 minutes, try it. And if you love it, great. If you don't, well, hey, you didn't buy anything. And a lot of people will be like, it's a great way to, if people keep turning you down, just be like, just come try this. They're usually super low pressure and a fun learning atmosphere. I mean, it's like having a little mini party, and however you do your theme, it's just an opportunity to hang out. And people usually are more encouraged to hear you out on something like that in that atmosphere because it's a social event for them to go to. and then hosting them as well. Like, what an opportunity to grow your business faster. Like, even if it's just three people that come to your sip and see, but if all three people order and all three people like see you doing that and are so interested in the business, like you have just crossed so many hurdles so quickly because you got to sit down with them for an hour and they get all this belief from that and excitement. And that can make your business grow in leaps and bounds. And then what if you have 10 people show up? Like you just never know what you are going to get at it. It grows you as an individual. And this might be like my number one reason to, if you have not hosted a sip and see, just do it. Just get out of your comfort zone and do it, because I will not lie, it is terrifying. Like the first one I hosted, Jordan Gibson came down with me and did it with me. Actually, the first two. And I kind of got to like learn about the products from her and see her do it. But she put me on the spot. Like I had to be ready to answer questions to people, and be able to talk about it. And it helped my belief grow so much more, because I couldn't just like come up with a perfect text message and hide behind that. Like I had to be 100% in to convince this person next to me. Otherwise, they were going to look at me like, you're crazy. You have no idea what you're talking about. And so it was just the great opportunity for me to dive in and learn about our products and be comfortable talking about them. I didn't have, you don't have to be an expert on everything. We have way too much out there, but it grew me so much. And every single time I host one, it grows me as an individual because it just makes you get more and more confident. And then what fun momentum it can create for your team. If you are hosting sip and sees and you like have a person underneath you, you're going to go help them. And then it can just be that trickle down effect. And like I said, how it grows you as an individual. Think about that teammate that's running with you. If they are learning about it because they're having to be put in on the spot like that's going to make their belief get bigger, and that's going to make them get so much more excited about it and want to get their next sip and see going, and those more people in their house. And next thing you know, everything is just like snowballing down. Okay, click. Okay, so what happens at a sip and see? So generally, like I said, depending on the atmosphere you have, depending on where you're having it, you're going to have different things, but most of the time, have some snacks, have some drinks that are not plexus, like water and tea and lemonade, but then also have something where like people want to, like our pink drink is the main thing. Like people want to try the pink drink. That's what we post all over social media. So have fun with it. You can do little bitty. There's a great post on health, happiness, and financial freedom that I meant to tag on this. That's from like 2019. And it breaks down like how you can do different things at a sip and see, but like they make little bitty plastic like shot glasses, but they're more of like, I think if you were like had a concession stand, you put pickles in. Those are perfect because they're clear so people can see the cute drink colors, and they're perfect little sample sizes that people can try it and then dump it. But have little snacks for people so they can be eating and all that. Um, at some point, introduce yourself, share your plexus story. You don't have to talk the whole time, just something short and sweet, like, thank you so much for coming. Here's my story. And then if you want to have some other products out, like you can see in no, I didn't do that picture. There in somewhere in this slide, there's a picture of like the bar that we did at my mom's sip and see. And I just kind of have like a little display of different products, and I have little pamphlets that came in whenever you order your combos. And it was great for like people are sitting there making their snack plate and they see it and they're like, oh, what is that? Oh, I think I've seen something like this. Can you tell me more about it? And like, oh, what is this? And so it's a great conversation starter because we have so many different products. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, like I don't have any interest in that, but I have been looking for a multivitamin for forever. And, something that may not even be on your radar to help them up initially. You can have product information out, you can have testimonials, like little pictures. I don't know if you can see it in this picture. In the top right one on the left, I printed reset before and after pictures because this was I had to do like a giveaway. And so I gave away a free reset. And so I had a little section that talked about free reset or what for reset is. And I had little before and after pictures. And so no one was stopping to look at the box. No one cared about a box. But when they saw a picture of a before and after, that catches people's eyes. And then they don't know what a reset is. So they ask questions and you go from there. If you, I've never done a video before, but I did make QR codes for people. I don't know if a single person ever scanned it, but you could do that as well. Like, hey, everyone, I'm Taylor. Here's my story with Plexus. I want to show you this really short 2-minute video because it pretty much, explains it all, blah, blah, blah. You could show it. Justin Gibson. Jordan Gibson has a great one about what is Plexus, and it's 3 minutes long, and it talks about the products, the business. So that would be good when you could show. Um, and then as always, like, people are going to be nervous to come. So have fun prizes. There's so many cheap things you can get on Amazon that people will be so excited to win. You could do fun door prizes, whatever you want, completely flexible, but there's usually prizes as well. Okay, click. Okay, so inviting people. So when you invite people, depending on the type of venue that you have and where you're going to be having this, will most likely determine your capacity to hold people. Normally, it's 10 to 20 people. You're probably not going to get all 20 people to come, but you might, you never know. Voice memos work the best, but in some cases, a text message might get across better. Like, you'll know your people you're inviting because they won't be strangers. And so send them a little voice memo. Think about making it as personal as possible. Don't just do like mass text messages. I like to get the main meat of my message that has the most important information out there to where it's consistent to every person. And then I customize it from that. And so, like, this girl that I sent this one to, she is a current VIP of mine. She lives in San Angelo. She's hasn't ordered the skincare, so she gets all the Plexus emails already about the new skincare line, about convention. And so hers, I was like, I'll just send her a short text message because she's already a happy product taker. This was more of a, hey, come try our skincare. um, but think about, like, making it as personal as possible, of why you thought of them, why this would be so fun if they came to this, why you would love to see them, and just making them feel like this is a good connection. She wants me to be there, is you like a very good odds that they will come. And then you can also do, I haven't done this, but you could do like a group message invite to remind people about it if your event's like planned further down the road. I usually am like a shorter time frame planner. And so I'll just individually message people. But you can do something like that, and you can hype people up by saying, like, oh, so excited. Here's a little short info about what's going to be there, whatever you want. Okay, next. Okay, so theme ideas. This one I looked up on the internet, the top theme ideas for girls' nights. And so this is what the internet came up with. I have done, you can see in a different slide, I've done a Halloween themed, because there's lots of cute little finger foods you can do that are Halloween ideas with googly eyes. And then I did like the summer skincare theme for my mom. And then my other themes have just been generic, like sip and see, come hang out, have a girls' night. I haven't gone like full-fledged theme, but I am looking at doing these down the road. So having a, hey, everyone, let's come over to the house. We're going to paint this picture. I'm bringing someone in so that people get something out of it. And then while they're there, hey, I want to talk to y'all about this. And being very transparent. Like, I'm not going to sneak people to my house. Like, they're going to know we're going to talk about Plexus at some point, but they're also going to get a fun party favor out of it, a good chance to like mingle with other people, and it make it where it doesn't feel like I am bringing you to my house so that you can buy all my products. Because that's what we don't want, people to feel pressured in that sense, if we want them to be vulnerable and open up to us. And so these are some ideas. We'll probably about to have a little baby guest star. You can bring him in. So mad. Huh? Yeah, I can hold him. Okay, so troubleshooting, because it's important to have a plan if things go wrong, and there's a good chance that something is going to go wrong. I just had a sip and see, and no one showed up. My aunt was the only one that came, and she's a huge supporter, and so that was really nice. And it's something that, like, I know it can happen sometimes, and I've learned from it. And the fact, don't host events on Thursday nights in the summer. People leave town. We had so many people that are gone. Don't plan an event. Sorry. We did it really last minute, like 4 days. Baby. And that was just probably too soon for people. But if no one comes, you have already invited the people, you followed up with them, you've made two reach outs at that point. And so don't panic. Like do a live if someone's there, still hype it up, take your pictures. And then what a great follow-up list you have of you can message those people like, hey, we missed you so much, but like I would love to get you a sample of what you missed. Would you like an active or a hydrate or a pink drink? Or can we meet up for coffee? Like it's all about creating a funnel and all about planting seeds. And you did that, whether they come to the event or not. So it is okay. Low energy, say people are at your party and it's kind of like awkward. They don't know each other. Music is fun. Games are fun. We did a raffle one time of you get little tickets and people can get their name in the drawing for like a door prize every time they try a new drink or every time they take a picture with someone in the room. Sorry. Little baby. So you can do a bunch of fun games and things to keep energy flowing. And then if people are skeptical, remember it's not about making them buy a product that night. It's about building relationships. And so keep it light, keep it fun. Talk about their grandma, their dog, like you're there to build a relationship. You're there to plant seeds. You can click it. Dude, what is wrong? Okay, we're gonna breastfeed on. There you go. You hungry? Okay, so fun incentives and prizes. I've done a whole variety that just depends on what my budget is for the sip and see. So one of the I did a free reset for a drawing at one of the vendor booths, and I got like emails and stuff. But it was also because I had a reset at home. And so it wasn't like I went and bought a reset for it. You definitely can, but it was a great one because I did it during a month that if people ordered, they also got the free reset. So I did a drawing. One person got a reset for free. And then everyone else that didn't win, I followed up with them and was like, hey, I'm sorry you didn't win the big one, but did you know you can get it for free when you order a combo? And that was like a super big success because people already knew what the reset was and they loved it and they wanted it. And they were like, well, heck yeah, let's go. But then, like for this one that we just did, there wasn't a free reset promo anymore. But we had like little mini frothers for people if they like for door prizes if they ordered. I've done gift cards before. Amazon has so many cute cups that you can do that are not super expensive. So like whatever you think is fun, whatever you think your crowd is fun, but you want to have some prizes for sure if people are there, like some type of door prize. If they order, you can have a free incentive. I've done before. If they order, they got 5 free active sticks. And I just save my perk points each month. And then I get a free bag of active and I'll save it for events and like prizes like that. And for getting people to come, I haven't tried the 5 RSVPs to get a sample pack that was recommended. So I'm going to try that next time too. But there's lots of different things to like incentivize people to get out of their comfort zone and come to an event. And then for having a host, like how to encourage someone. So this is going to be like if you already have a current business builder, they know about the business. But let's say you have a happy product taker and you want them to like open up a little bit and you offer to host them a party, like that incentive of like, hey, can I host a party at your house? It'll be so fun. We'll do this, XYZ. And if someone orders, you get $40. Like that's a huge incentive. And it's a great way to bring up the business to someone who may be closed minded to taking on what the business is, but totally open to, heck yeah, I'll have a party at my house and I'll invite all my friends if that means that I can make, $300. And it's just a different way to bring up the business that kind of attracts those people. Okay, so we're going to do a little activity. So if you'll get a pen or a pencil and a little piece of paper, I'm going to sit on my bottom because I'm on my knees. I'm about to Does anyone have any questions? I feel like that was a lot of information really fast before we dive into this.
I've been writing down questions, but I didn't know if you wanted to wait till the end. Just stuff that I thought of.
Yes, ask away.
Okay, so my first question, you mentioned something about the plexus regulations. Where did you find those?
Um, oh gosh, where did I first find it? I want to say in our big what is that called? Like the PDF handout on the website where you can learn like it talks all about our compensation plan and it talks about the different rank levels and the points. Um, you know what I'm talking about? That
No.
main big.
Are you talking about the compensation plan breakdown?
Maybe it's like from Plexus Worldwide. It's not one that's been made by Jordan or anything like that.
So
I
is it
have it saved.
okay? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing that, that would be amazing. Because definitely being in compliance is super important.
Yes. So with it, and it's been when I first did one, you can have two vendor events a year for Plexus in your business. So like if you were going to go to a craft show or a trade show or anything like that, only two of them. But I think that's like a if you are a retail and you buy everything in bulk, like you know how you can buy like 10 bags of Slim on the website, but it's one of those I've never gotten more than one or two because I never wanted to push that limit. But yeah, I'll see if I can find the exact wording for it. It was just different because I know people will like set up, like Brittany Duke has set up before at a gym, like a Hot Works or something. And so I don't know if that counts as like a vendor booth or if that counts up as like a little pop up shop. Um, but yeah, I'll find that for you.
Okay, awesome.
Do you have more? Or you want to wait?
I can wait.
Okay. So planning and timeline, this one was like a little out of order because I want to do something fun with it. And so 1 to 2 weeks out, when you know you want to host one, is when you should pick your date, your time, your location, what theme you want, and create your guest list. And so we're going to just plan one right now. So you don't have to have like your official date or anything, but we're just gonna act like in 2 weeks you are going to be hosting your own sip and see. So I want you to think right now and write down what kind of theme would you like? What do you think would be so fun for your very first sip and see to have? And while you're writing, I knew I forgot something. Our new skincare line opens up a whole new window of sip and see opportunity. And it's something I'm going to really try and be more diligent about doing like monthly because people with skincare and all that, like what a great way to have many, like for this one that we had a whole area set up for mini facials so people could try the actual skincare products. And like I said, no, my aunt came to this one, but we had a lot of people that wanted skincare samples because they couldn't make it. And so it was like a great setup. And I think we'll be like, I already have one planned with my sister and her girlfriends one night. So that's like a whole different deal than besides trying the drinks. That could be a theme. Anyone want to share their theme?
I was thinking about back to school. I know that's something Justine and I had both talked about. Um, but
That's
Kaylee
a
and I are talking about doing a Galentine's one in
so
February.
there's so many cute Galentine things you can do
You can make
too.
it so cute.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so now you have your theme picked out. I want you to think about 5 people, this first 5 people that you would love to be in a room with to talk Plexus, like your scariest dream teamers, like your top 5 people that if you could get them in the room with you to try the pink drink, who would they be? And write them down.
Ooh.
What if your people are not local to you? So if you're trying to do something that's local, that's, that you can work around your kids' schedule stuff. But like my people do not live here. They live in a different state.
So I would say do your local people for your in-person one, but a virtual one might be a super cool option of you could reach out to them and say, I want to do this virtual event. If you're in, I'm going to send you this really cute little goodie bag and you make a little sample bag for them with your handwritten note, like all the little fun party favors. They make mini frothers on Amazon for like $3 and they're like they come in a box that's like this big. So you could do that and send them and then say, here's the event, and y'all do a Zoom and be like, okay, everyone, get out your little, like, this is the hunger control slim. Okay, we're going to mix this up now. Okay, I want you to pour it in here. And you can kind of make it in a virtual aspect. I've never tried that before, but that's what I would try. Okay. Okay, so you have your theme, you have your people about a week out. And whenever you really get it planned, you want to invite your people. And like I said, do the personal text messages, do the voice messages, call them on the phone, like get out of your comfort zone with it, make it more personable. And you can still make it like a one-on-one connection with a cute graphic too. Like people love little, and maybe it's just a me thing. I think the cutesy little invitation things on Canva are the cutest things in the world. Like I love them. I want to make them for every single thing in my life. And so that gives a visual for people so they can remember it. But then you can also send a really cute message too. And then post teasers about it, stories, event reminders. There's always going to be people that are local to you that you may completely forget about. But if you're posting about like, oh, this is so exciting, we're going to be doing this and like building hype for your event, they are going to come out of the woodworks and be like, okay, wait, what are you doing? I want to come too. And so like talk about it. And even if it's not people that are local to you, people are still going to be seeing it and being like, oh, what is she doing? Oh, that's so fun. Look at all those girls hanging out. Like, oh, they're learning about that. Is this people like people are interested in this? And it's gonna be planting more seeds. Get all your stuff ordered so you're not stressing. Day before is when you'll send your messages, you'll prep all your stuff. And then day up, just have fun. Get it all set up, welcome your guests, have your laptop ready. So people, if they want to order right then and there, you're set up, ready to go. And to take lots and lots of pictures of every little bitty thing. So you have tons of content to advertise with, to reach out to your current people like, hey, I want to throw you a party. Here's what it could look like. What do you think? Okay. So it's not a ton of like it is prep, but it's not a ton. It's nothing bad. It's not like planning a wedding. And my last encouragement for you, oh, I forgot we are doing activity. So with your, my bad, you have your list now, you have your little theme. I really encourage you to just try one, go for it, reach out to your sponsor, and like plan with one. And if you've got someone close to you that's local to you on your team, do it together. It's so much more fun to do it with someone else too, and like go get it. But final encouragement, you don't have to know everything. Just be you. People will buy you and your excitement and they will trust you. People are already looking for something we already have. We learned that at convention, like these products are real and they work and they help people. Hosting is the fastest way to build your belief, to make you grow as an individual and to hopefully grow your team. And it can change everything.
That was so awesome.
Hold on, let me watch him again. I thought you were done eating. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so can I turn the presentation
Yes.
off? Okay. Well, then I can see everybody again. That was so good. That was really, really good. It answered a lot of my questions. Who has questions for Taylor?
How often do you do events?
I, in the past, have only done probably about 2 a year at the most. I have not done them frequently, but planning as one of my like convention goals, mainly from Jill Renfro's speech and stuff. I'm planning on doing them at least once a month, which getting out of coaching will help that timeline a lot. I planned around my busy seasons. And so I'm hoping to do once a month, but we'll see. I'm hoping to have more VIPs do them too. That's my goal
I
too.
love that idea. Yeah, and I was thinking, like for you, Justine, and anybody like Sadie too, who works, even if you just made a plan to do it quarterly and you had enough time to plan in advance, it wouldn't be so overwhelming if monthly doesn't work for you. Who else has a question? I have a question. Okay, what is your number one tip for hosting?
Hmm. Don't overcomplicate it. Like simple can go so far. Just doing it. Like you don't have to have all the fancy pictures and brochures and all that stuff. Like it could be as casual as like, hey, I want y'all to come over for dinner tonight and having some people over for dinner.
Okay, I love that. And speaking of not overcomplicating, I know one of the things that I think could be a hang up for people is the cost for hosting something like this because obviously you have to have product. But aside from that, on average, how much would you say it has cost you to host an event? Just a simple event like you do.
Um, the very first event I did, it cost me just the food that we had. And a lot of it was because I like pulled for my own products of the drinks. I think I had saved, maybe I ordered an extra bag of active to help with it. But that very first one I did because I was still brand new, didn't have a lot of product stuff, but I had like my pink drink and then the drinks that we use as a family. But I kept it simple like that and said, like, here's what I have. And um, don't mix up, like, unless people are interested and you can give them as like prizes, sample sticks. I would mix up, like, we have those cute little skinny pencil bottles. I mixed up one of those with a drink and then would just pour out of it. And that can go a long way because people don't need the drink. That's not going to make a difference how they feel. And so that's how I stretched it. This last one I did, I think I spent about 200, but I ordered a lot of bulk things because I'm planning on doing at least 3 parties with the supplies I bought. So like I got little mirrors, I got little goodie bag stuff that is way more than I would need for just one event, but I'm planning on investing that back. But product wise though, like I wouldn't go order a whole bunch of stuff. Like use what you have. You have what you like, and that's what you're most comfortable with. And so you can start there. And like the empty bottles of the products you use, I keep those after I use them, and then they make really cute little displays for like the tags or whatever.
Awesome. I love that.
But I
Thank
think you could do it for about like
you.
$50.
Okay.
Nice.
I think like snacks and stuff, because I think we did the
Some
fruit
kind
tray
of
was $10 at HEB. Yeah, about
I
50.
liked your tip about using your perks for that. So that was a really good tip. Anybody else? Y'all have some questions? Anything that you've thought of? This is your chance.
No, all my questions got answered. So,
Awesome. Well, Taylor, I just really appreciate you getting on and teaching us your ways. And it was a great presentation. And it really, like, it gave me a lot more confidence in just doing it.
Mhm.
And thank you for even just doing the activity with us. It was wonderful. So we really appreciate you jumping on with us tonight. And I'm so glad that little Dub got to join us too.
Thank you for having me. That was very good.
Yeah, of course. We appreciate you. All right, ladies, go get one on the calendar. And we'll send all the pictures to Taylor.
Yes.
All right, love y'all. Have a good night.
All right.